Hey guys, welcome back for another video, and as the title of the video says, today I'm going to be attempting to rewrite Resurrection F. Now, before we start the video, I want to say that I am in no way trying to say I'm a better writer than Toriyama. Toriyama is the reason why this channel exists. He has changed my life, for the better, so no disrespect to him. In this video, I'm going to be addressing the problems I have and so many other people have with Resurrection F, along with trying to fix the problems. So, without further ado, this is rewriting Resurrection F. Alrighty, so now I'm going to be addressing the problems I have with the original story and attempting to fix it, starting with number 1, Frieza's Strength. Frieza in Resurrection F trains for 4 months and is able to effortlessly surpass the previous antagonists like Cell and Boo, and we know that Frieza has insane potential, but keep in mind that Frieza had to train for 10 years in the Granola arc to surpass Goku and Vegeta, and we know for a fact that he needs the black form in order to defeat them. So you're trying to tell me that in only 4 months he went from being weaker than Namek Goku to being relative to a Goku that has almost 20 years more worth of training and experience and has access to God Ki on top of his Super Saiyan form? And yes, we all know Dragon Ball is infamous for power cliffing, but you have to admit, even for Dragon Ball, this is ridiculous. So for this rewrite, we're going to keep the fact that Golden Frieza surpasses the previous antagonist. That's how Dragon Ball has always worked. The next villain is stronger than the previous, unless stated otherwise. But I'm going to be changing how strong he is in relation to the Z Fighters, which leads into my next point. Number 2, the Z Fighters. Now, I'm not trying to make this a power scaling video, but come on. The Z Fighters are treated like an absolute joke in this arc. For example, Shisami, one of Frieza's soldiers, is stated to be comparable to Zarbon and Dodoria. So, with that information, we know he should have a power level around 20 to 30,000, and yet he's shown being relative to a Piccolo, which in an extreme low ball should have a power level above the 150 million Goku had on Namek due to training for 3 years with Goku in the Android arc. Do you guys see the problem? And what's even worse is Gohan. Gohan in Resurrection F doesn't feel like Gohan to me, and what I mean by that is that in the movie and show, Gohan hasn't been keeping up with his training and has lost his ultimate form and isn't even sure he can go Super Saiyan. Here's the problem with that. In the Buu saga, it's stated and shown multiple times that Gohan has not kept up with his training for 7 years, and yet he's able to go Super Saiyan and even Super Saiyan 2. So, tell me, how does Gohan become rusty after 4 months and lose his forms, but Gohan, after not training for 7 years, kept all his forms? And I know it sounds like I'm nitpicking, but you have to admit that these are valid criticisms with the film, considering how one of the most important things in Dragon Ball is the strength of the characters. So for the rewrite, we're going to change Piccolo versus Shisami to have Piccolo seem like him and Shisami were relative to one another, only for Piccolo's reveal he's been holding back the entire time and one-shots him. And the other Z fighters like Krillin, Tien, Master Roshi, and all of them don't really need to change, as there's no major issue with how they're portrayed that requires a rewrite. So their main contribution to the fight is still taking out Frieza's army. But when Frieza steps in is where the major rewrite begins. Frieza would fly down to the Z fighters, getting out of his ship as he powers up, as he exclaims, "Which one of you monkeys should I kill first? Maybe the bald one again?" Gohan would then begin clenching his fist as the memories of Namek start flooding back to him, yelling, "You'll pay for what you did to Krillin." Gohan would then charge at Frieza as they begin fighting, but the fight doesn't last long as Gohan quickly overpowers Frieza, uppercutting him and kicking him into a nearby mountain. Frieza would get irritated and power up, going into his fourth form. Gohan retaliates by going into Super Saiyan. Frieza, taken aback by this, saying, "What? You too are a Super Saiyan? This can't be!" Frieza would then regain his cool, saying how he didn't expect that, but it won't stop him from getting revenge on Goku. Gohan and Frieza begin fighting, with Frieza having a slight edge, firing multiple death beams that severely injure Gohan. Determined not to let everyone down, unleashes Super Saiyan 2. Gohan says, "I bet you didn't know about this one, did you? This is the level beyond Super Saiyan. I know this isn't your full power. Stop holding back and give me everything you got." Frieza would respond, "Very well then," as he powers up into his 100%. And they begin fighting. Meanwhile, we jump to Goku on Beerus' planet trying to lock onto a target with instant transmission. Goku would then explain to Vegeta that they're too far away for him to lock onto a target. We jump back to Earth. Gohan and Frieza are both injured. Gohan would say to Frieza, "I can tell you're hiding something. This isn't close to your full strength." Frieza would respond, "Very well, that is correct. But I could say the same for you. Me and you have something in common, you know. We're both beings with extraordinary potential, but the difference is you're just a worthless monkey, and I'm the emperor of the universe." Frieza begins powering up, revealing his golden form. The Z-Fighters are taken aback by this. Gohan then powers up into his ultimate form. Meanwhile, on Beerus' planet, Goku would tell Vegeta that he has something to lock onto. It's Gohan and Frieza. Vegeta then grabs Goku's hand, with Whis and Beerus tagging along as they teleport to Earth. Goku and Vegeta then see Frieza standing above the injured Z-Fighters. Goku would say, "Enough, Frieza! I'm your opponent now." Frieza, now smirking with excitement, powers down into his fourth form. The fight begins between Goku and Frieza. The fight between them would remain relatively the same from the movie, with Goku showing his superiority. Frieza would then transform into his golden form, with Goku revealing his Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan form, or just Super Saiyan Blue for short. The two would begin fighting, with Goku having an edge. As the fight goes on, it's pretty clear that Golden Frieza never stood a chance against Goku. As Goku stands before a defeated Frieza, telling him to leave Earth, and he'll fight Frieza again when he returns, powering down to his base form. Goku is then shot by a laser fired by Sorbet. Goku falls to the ground in pain, while Frieza begins laughing, stomping on Goku's chest. The Z-Fighters try to intervene, but Frieza fires a wave of ki, knocking them back. The scene basically plays out the same from the movie, with Frieza trying to recruit Vegeta, but he declines, saying it's their rivalry that pushes Vegeta to become stronger, and as he hates to admit it, Kakarot is his friend. Frieza would try again, offering Vegeta to be his second command, but Vegeta declines, exclaiming that he's going to pulverize Frieza into the dirt. Vegeta then tells Krillin to give Kakarot a senzu bean. Frieza tries to intervene, firing a ki blast, but Vegeta deflects it, ricocheting right into Sorbet, killing him. Krillin would then give Goku a senzu bean, healing his wound. Goku would say, "Thanks, Vegeta, I owe you one." Vegeta would respond, "You can owe me one by staying out of my way." Goku replies saying, "Of course, this is your fight now anyway." Frieza begins laughing, saying Vegeta is delusional for trying to think he could defeat them. But Vegeta begins powering up into Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta says to Frieza, "That's right, you had no idea, did you? I've been a Super Saiyan for years, and now I too have the powers of a god." Vegeta then proceeds to pulverize Frieza, hitting him with blow after blow, knocking him into a nearby mountain, with Frieza reverting back into his fourth form. Frieza says, No, this isn't real. This is impossible. This is not how I was supposed to go." Vegeta would respond, "At least face your death with honor. And don't you dare dream of being resurrected again." Vegeta charges a ki blast. Frieza begins to yell out, "You can all go to hell without me." Frieza charges a ki blast and tries to fire it straight into the ground, but Vegeta deflects it, kicking it in the air. Vegeta grabs Frieza by his neck, punching him repeatedly in the stomach, paralleling when Frieza held Vegeta by his neck on Namek. Vegeta then zips behind Frieza, grabbing his tail, spinning him around and throwing him into the air. Vegeta raises his hand. Frieza screams in agony as he begins to blow up. Vegeta saying, "Dirty fireworks." Vegeta then powers down, standing tall as the Z-Fighters gather around him. Goku then gives Vegeta a thumbs up, with Vegeta smirking, while giving Goku a thumbs up. We then jump to Gohan, who asks Piccolo for some training again to keep in shape. Piccolo then nods and agrees, saying their training begins next week. We then jump to Beerus and Whis, with Beerus saying that he's impressed by the Saiyans' growth and wonders when they'll be strong enough to face him. Whis would respond saying it might be sooner than he thinks. Beerus will reply, "We'll just have to wait and see, but until then, let's head back. He needs a nap." The final shot would show Goku and Vegeta standing side by side looking over the horizon. Goku would say to Vegeta, "Hey Vegeta, what do you say? A little sparring match back on Beerus's planet?" Vegeta would respond smirking, "Fine, but don't cry when I crush you." Goku laughs saying, "We'll see about that one, Vegeta," as the movie ends. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed my rewrite. I had tons of fun writing it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell or whatever it's called, and let me know in the comments how you would rewrite Resurrection F and if you agree or disagree with any of my changes. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.